I'm scrolling on my Facebook page, feeling curious, turning months. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert. No one like the back of my...
Okay, so good day sa inyo mga ate at kuya. Ito po ang inyong kuya sa batas po, si Attorney Mox. And hopefully you're doing well. Alright? So we're going to go for another topic, no, which is again sharing and learning tayo, under the law tayo, episode 68. Dati-dati yung mga case po natin, dati nag-start tayo tig-3, naging 2, na naging 1 na lang. Sige lang, basta sa makakaya lang natin. Kung kaya ko, i-provide ko. Pag hindi kaya, hindi talaga kaya. And very very good to ng mga cases, yung mga bago, di ba? So ang case po natin dito, sabi dito according sa Supreme Court PH, no, kung makita nyo sa social media, sa Facebook, sabi doon is the Supreme Court, the unjustified absence from marital home is considered as psychological incapacity. Pag makita na itong psychological incapacity, dapat ang papasok sa utak natin is usapan tong paghihiwalay. Yan po. Paghihiwalay ng mag-asawa. Ayan. So ano bang case na to? So ang nangyari is si husband at si wife. Nag-meet si husband at saka si wife noong 1984. Then after 10 years, nawala na lang bigla si husband who is a police officer and he was considered, kumbaga akala niya namatay siya kasi no longer to be found. And 4 yung kanilang mga anak, rather 4. Although wala silang marriage certificate, of course, according sa civil registry, meron. So, that is a different story. Now, sometime in 1994, nalaman niya na nagpakasal ulit si husband sa ibang babae. Yun. Then, some other time, on 2000, nagpakasal na naman siya ulit ng babae. So, because of these facts, si wife, nag-file siya ng declaration of nullity of marriage on the ground of psychological incapacity. Palagi natin pinag-usapan to ng psychological incapacity ay ito yung mga most likely na sureball na mga dahilan kung saan ang isang asawa, lalaki man o babae, ay hindi siya makaprovide ng kanyang marital obligation as either husband or wife. Tapos, ano nangyari? Sabi ng court, sabi ng regional trial court, hindi kulang. Kasi ang naibigay lang ni wife is yung testimony niya at saka yung testimony ng isang psychiatrist. Alright? Kasi sabi ng psychiatrist, meron siyang issue, may disorder si husband. Ang problema dito is sabi ng regional trial court, papaano namin masigurado na yung presumption at saka yung findings mo ay totoo na hindi mo naman na-check si husband? Bakit? Si husband ay hindi sumusulpot. Hindi siya dumarating. Nagtatago na lang. As in, hindi siya, kahit in-invite siya, hindi siya pupunta. So, bali, para siyang one-sided, no? One-sided, sabi ng ating regional trial court. Masyadong self-serving. Now, umakyat sa Court of Appeals, wala din. Supreme Court tayo. Sabi ng Supreme Court, let's take out the procedural matter kasi mali kasi yung final niya, nag-file siya ng Rule 42, dapat sana nag-notice to appeal na lang siya. Sabi ng Supreme Court, substantively, there was a psychological incapacity insofar as the marital obligation of the husband. Because there was a continuous or subsequent marriages after he left the house somewhere on around 1994. So kung mapapansin natin, 3 na. Then about naman dun sa findings ng ating psychiatrist, hindi naman ibig sabihin na just because hindi nila wala tayong magagawa, yung respondent or yung husband, ayaw talaga dumating. So, hindi mo masisisi na ang kaya lang gawa ng findings ng psychiatrist is yung wife. Kasi yung husband, kahit ini-invite for such finding, hindi naman siya dumarating. So, ano gagawin? Wala tayong magagawa, di ba? So, ang ruling Supreme Court, ginamit niya yung isa sa mga case na napag-usapan natin dito, which is Tan Andal versus Andal case sa 2021 case. Itong Tan Andal versus Andal, hindi ko ito makakalimutan kasi isa to sa mga bar exam namin nung ako ay nagtitake nung 2023 bar examination. Thankfully, naging abogado. Sana maging abogado din kayo. Okay? So, sabi dito, no, to reiterate the case of to reiterate the landmark case of Tan Andal versus Andal, sabi ng Supreme Court na hindi naman necessary na kailangan yung medical finding ang tututukan ng mga judges. Kasi psychologically incapacity is neither a mental incapacity nor a personal disorder. Medically speaking yan, that must be proven through expert opinion. There must be proof, however, of the durable or enduring aspects of a person's personality. Okay, called personality structure, which manifests itself through clear acts of dysfunctionality that undermines the family. The spouse's personality structure must make it impossible for him or her to understand and, more importantly, to comply with his or her essential marital obligations. Proof of these aspects of personality need not to be given by an expert. Ordinary witnesses who have been present in the life of the spouses before the latter contracted marriage may testify on behaviors that they have consistently observed from the supposedly incapacitated spouse. From there, the judge will decide if these behaviors are indicative of a true and serious incapacity to assume the essential marital obligation. Okay? So, pag-usapan mo natin psychological incapacity, no? Doon pa lang sa doon pa lang sa issue na nalaman at saka nakaprovide siya ng mga pictures na kinasal si husband twice or had a subsequent marriages, that is 1994 and 2000, pwede na siyang mag-constitute as a psychological incapacity. Now, sir, kung sinabi nyo yan, sir, ano ba ang silbi ng psychiatrist kung ang psychological incapacity hindi pala kailangan ng medical findings? Now, there was one lawyer na nakausap ng may nakausap ako na lawyer. Tapos tinanong ko about bakit pa kailangan ng medical testimony or expert opinion or medical findings. Ang sabi naman ng abogado is walang mawawala sa iyo kung lahat na lang i-all in mo. So kahit ang psychological incapacity speaks of legal in nature because it is not actually medically is not necessarily or medically needed to be proved, it did not prohibit. So of course ang wife pwede po pa rin yan pong gawing expert testimony ang isang psychiatrist, psychologist, or any expert na makakuha ng findings insofar as mental disorder is concerned. Kaya pwede pa rin yon. Pero kung titingnan natin sa legality, doon pa lang sa mga na-discover ni wife na maraming subsequent marriages with proof and evidence, nagkaroon ng subsequent marriages after many years, pwede na po yung mag-fall as psychologically incapacity. Ika nga, sabi dito, unjustified absence from marital home considered psychological incapacity. Ang sabi pa ng Supreme Court, sabi dito, as a husband and wife cited in Article 68 of the Family Code. Sorry, hindi pala Civil Code yan, Family Code. Alright? Family Code. So, Civil Code, under the Family Code, Article 68, the husband and wife are obliged to live together, observe mutual love, respect, and fidelity, and render mutual help or support. Parang hindi ako satisfied dito. Sabihin natin, Family Code. Palitan natin. Mahirap na Mahirap na magkamali, di ba? Yan. Okay. So, uulitin ko, The Family Code of the Philippines, Article 68, the husband and wife are obliged to live together, observe mutual respect, love, respect, and fidelity, and render mutual help and support. From that provision itself, live together. So, unjustified yung ginawa niya, and sabi ng Supreme Court, yes, pwede po silang maghiwalay or the declaration of nullity of marriage or the marriage between the husband and wife is void, alright, because of psychological incapacity. So, sir, aside from that, sir, pwede bang kasuhan pa ng bigamy? Of course, pwede pa niyang kasuhan ng bigamy si husband kasi nagkaroon pa rin siya ng extramarital, nagkaroon siya ng subsequent marriages. But no matter, ang usapan dito is to annul the marriage. So, sabi ng Supreme Court, pwede po siyang pwede na po silang maghiwalay, no? Pwede na maghiwalay because of psychological incapacity. So, yun, no? I hope, no, na naintindihan nyo yung isang topics po natin na pag iniwanan kayo ng husband or wife nyo, unjustifiable, no, sa marital home niyo, tapos di siya bumalik, di nyo alam kung saan siya pumunta, pwede po silang mag-fall under psychological incapacity, and it might lead to declaration of nullity of marriage or your marriage be void. Pwede na kayo maghiwalay. Okay? So, again, sinasabi ko na talaga sa inyo, kahit mga usapan natin is declaration of nullity of marriage or usapang kasal, tatandaan nyo ang sabi ng kuya nyo sa batas na mahalin nyo ang inyong asawa dahil sila ang tunay na batas. Bye-bye!
I'm scrolling on my Facebook page, feeling curious, attorney Mox. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert. No one like the back of my hand. He got a problem, he's a lawyer on the demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice from contracts to torts. He's got it all covered. Attorney Mox, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling